I'm Luke Summerhays, and I love Hisuian Qwilfish. When I talked about the original Johto form of Qwilfish a couple of years ago, the running joke was that Qwilfish was a bit of a forgotten Pokemon. A non-evolving fish with unimpressive stats and the fairly common poison for a secondary type wasn't a difficult monster to overlook. It was therefore a bit of a surprise to see it given a Hisuian form. Qwilfish is inspired by fugu, the Japanese pufferfish whose meat is supposedly very delicious, whose spines contain a deadly poison. I'm not fond of seafood, and though I've been in Japan for an additional 2 years and 3 months since that last episode, that is still a delicacy I haven't tried. In Hisui, the Qwilfish trade their blue colour for black, and their water type for dark. The facial expression is equally grumpy, if not even more so, and the overall design is fairly similar to the traditional Johto version. The Johto and Sinnoh regions are both concerned with Japanese history and tradition, with Pokemon Legends Arceus taking that to the furthest extreme. It therefore makes sense for both regions to feature this pocket pufferfish. The Hokkaido region, on which Sinnoh is based, is well known for seafood, though it isn't the most famous home of fugu in particular. In keeping with Pokemon Legends' theme of humans and Pokemon not quite living in harmony yet, the local Qwilfish are seen as a menace. The Pokédex tells us, "Fishers detest this troublesome Pokemon because it sprays poison from its spines, getting it everywhere. A different form of Qwilfish lives in other regions." As well as being based on fugu, people have long speculated that Qwilfish also takes some inspiration from nautical mines. This is made even more clear with the Hisuian form, where the shiny coloration is a metallic grey. It looks just like a bomb. Qwilfish in Hisui have a unique signature move, Barb Barrage. The user launches countless toxic barbs to inflict damage. This may also poison the target. The move's power is doubled if the target has a status condition. Even more impressively, if a Qwilfish uses this move 20 times in the strong style, it can evolve into an all-new Pokemon, Overqwil. Overqwil has some additional spikes compared to its previous form, which coalesce to give it a pronounced scowl above its face. Additionally, the 4 quills which point in the cardinal directions when viewing Overqwil head-on are exaggerated extremely, making Overqwil a far more intimidating and fantastical monster than Qwilfish, which could pretty much be a real pufferfish. The Pokédex tells us, "Its lance-like spikes and savage temperament have earned it the nickname Sea Fiend. It slurps up poison to nourish itself." As a new Pokemon, and with its exaggerated design and scary nickname, Overqwil feels like it should be a boss fight in Legends Arceus. It doesn't get to be a noble Pokemon, but an Alpha Overqwil does serve as a kind of boss fight at Lake Valor. The name Overqwil of course combines the quills which cover its body with the threatening term Overkill. The Japanese name, Harryman, takes the Japanese Qwilfish, Harrysen, meaning 1000 spikes, and increases the number of spikes tenfold. Something I don't often talk about on this podcast are Pokemon categories, like Pikachu being the electric mouse Pokemon, Jigglypuff being the balloon Pokemon. Overqwil is the pin cluster Pokemon, or in Japanese, the Kenzan Pokemon. A Kenzan is a metal ball with many spikes, used in flower arranging to hold the flower in place. That word, Kenzan, directly translates to sword mounting. Something dangerous but beautiful, and perfectly traditional and historical. Spot on. Music for Luke Loves Pokemon is by Jonathan Cromie. Artwork for the show is by Katie Groves. Writing, producing, and editing is by me, Luke Summerhays. Funding is provided by lovely listeners at patreon.com patreon.com/podcastiopodcastius. I love it when listeners get in touch. Next up is Hisuian Sneasel, and then Weirdear. So please get in touch with your thoughts and feelings about those or any other Pokemon by hitting me up on Twitter or Facebook at LukeLovesPKMN. And even if you don't feel like doing any of that, thank you so much just for listening. I love Quilfish, and remember, I love you too.